bulking season is here officially. September 1st will be the first day that my calorie intake exceeds the 1800 calories that I've been doing. So the last time we talked, or that I was on here, I told you guys that I was decreasing my calories from 2000 to 1800 because I was doing a recomp phase, and now we've been doing 1800 for about a month, probably a little bit more than a month, and it is finally time we start the bulk. September 1st, we're gonna go back to 2000 calories, so increase by 200 calories. I've been doing 1800 for the last month and a half or so. So 2000, and then probably in, I don't know, maybe another 2 weeks, increase another 200 and get a feel for that, and then start subtly increasing. I don't know exactly how long it'll take me to increase each or how long this increment will last, right? So I'm at currently 8.99% body fat, according to Seika scan that I did. It's right here. I did a video on it before, you guys can check it out. But let's just call it 9% body fat. And all the research that I've been doing says that I can go up to about 15% body fat, and I've got leeway. So ideal bulking season, bulking time frame would be between 4 to 6 months. I think I'm gonna be leaning more towards the 6-month mark. Just I'm so lean and I've got so much room to grow, but this is 9% at 150. I mean, this morning I weighed myself and I weighed in at 158, but I had already drank some water. I had already been up for a few hours, so I'm sure I was a little heavier than I was when I first woke up. But the in-body that I've got here, I weighed in at 154. I hadn't ate that day. It was right before my workout, so I hadn't worked out. I had woken up probably like 45 minutes prior. So I like literally got dressed, went to the gym and did the scan. And that's why I think this is the most accurate scan I've ever had. So I was at 154 and BMI was at 13.8, which is not bad. Unfortunately, we did not get to clear the little pudge or whatever the fuck this thing is right here. It might just be this is as low as I can get. I might be loose skin, I don't know. I think you guys can see it there, but we've got some abs showing. It's just here. So I've started to implement ab workouts and implement them like they were chest day, leg day, back day. Just every day I've been doing abs, about 4 sets of 15 reps each time I'm in. So just trying to hit that consistently, and I've noticed a little bit more definition, but it wasn't enough for the abs to kind of bottom. And I'm starting to realize I think I have 4 abs, not 6. It's just the way, I guess, my genetics are, just based off of the research that I've done. So I don't know, we're gonna keep hitting the abs every day, even during bulking. We've been doing cardio for 20 to 30 minutes, Stairmaster and or, well, not at the same time, but Stairmaster and treadmill. The bicycle seems to really take a toll on my legs, and it's just, I don't know, to me it feels like it's a lot harder to do the bike, or just like the one that you're kind of like Peloton one. Those seem to make me tired a lot faster and don't get me to zone 2 long enough. I don't know. It's just, I didn't really like it. I didn't like the way that, how quick it was wearing me out. So that's why I just stick to the treadmill at about 10 to 12 incline and 3 speed. And I stick to the Stairmaster at about between 6 to 8, depending on how I'm feeling that day, how well recovered, how much I've eaten, how hard the previous workout was. So I'll do that for about 20 to 30 minutes. That will get my heart rate into zone 6, and I'll be, or zone 5. I'll be at a high heart rate for a while, and it'll get my calories out, and then it'll allow me to eat. So it'll allow me to eat you know, intake of calories. And then, so abs, definitely been implementing that. Cardio, been doing that. Been doing just the good old bro split, chest, arms, back, legs, repeat. Maybe like maybe one rest day, really, just because I don't like to not be at the gym, and I really think that rest days are very subjective to how you feel that day. But, you know, for the most part, I just try and have one recovery day just to make sure all systems are functioning correctly and make sure that everything gets recovered on time and I'm able to eat correctly. But that recovery day, I was eating less than, just because I wasn't burning as many calories. So I was eating less than, and I would track the calorie output with my Whoop. So if I burned 1600, I would try to keep my calorie intake at about 1400 just for that day. And then the next day I would get to, you know, 2200, then I would eat 2000 calories. So it was like a ever adjusting kind of caloric intake. But I was maintaining the 200 deficit at all times. So with that being said, we're going to be doing 200 extra starting today. And I've got my pot of ground beef. This has already been worked on. I had done 4 or 5 pounds of ground beef. I'm about halfway done, and that's about to be out the window or out the pot into my stomach much faster. So excited for that. And yeah, I did pretty good. This is not bad for an official reset. I don't know, maybe like a year and a half ago or so, where I was at 20% body fat. Now I'm at 8.9% body fat. So it's pretty exciting. 154 with like about a 4-pound kind of fluctuation, and that depends on, like, again, your recovery, how you haven't been moving, all those good things. So I think we're good. I think this is gonna be exciting. If you guys have any tips for how to bulk more efficiently, other than just eat more, then they're welcomed. Let me know. But for now, we're just gonna keep shoving down this ground beef that I've got here, and that's really it. I think this is all I'm gonna eat for today. Just ground beef, got my rice cooker right there, and some cheese, maybe some tortillas. I've got some of the carb balanced tortillas, so that'll add to the fat intake for the day. But I think we're good. I'm gonna go get a workout. I'm gonna see if I can get one last in-body scan before I start like gaining. I'm gonna try and get one last body scan, but it's already 1 o'clock. This gym closes at 3, so I'm gonna get this down the hatch, and I will see you guys later. Stay consistent.